Well, welcome. Tonight we're going to do a little something different. I'm kind of basically done sanding on this airplane until I can get some dope on it. So I'm not going to monkey with this. We'll just set this aside. Saturday it'll get some dope on it. And I did get my order in from... What's going on here? Man, everything's so tiny. Can't see what I'm doing here. Let's see here. Hey, Alexander. Greetings from Scotland. Hoot, man. Got another guy from Scotland that comes on here. Bald and dangerous. What happened here? It seems I'm missing a camera now. Shoot. Cam 1. Oh, there's cam 2. There we go. There we go. Somehow Bob Ross got put on there. All right, what's going to happen this weekend, Saturday at John's, the plastic for the stoppers came in. This is the Smooth Cast 320. We're going to mold up them stoppers. I'll have them in my toolbox. John will have some for sale when you see us. So if you got a Jim Lee syringe, you can change back to the stock rubbers. Anyway, we'll do that Saturday. What I figured I'd do tonight is I have get this over here. It's so tiny here. Such a small place. I was on there looking for saws, but I couldn't find any. So you have to give me a second. When I do these videos, nothing's planned out. It's on the fly. Let's see here. I'm gonna move that one up. Take this off. We'll transition that. This is my airplane. Hard to believe, but it really is. Let me dig out this crap. And what I'm going to do here is I'm still building an RC airplane, but I don't have a set of plans for one yet because I don't know what I'm going to build. I'm going to the swap meet. Going to the swap meet on Friday, and might come up with something then. But as I've stated in the past, I need to get another control line stunt plane ready to go. Now that is a propeller. Isn't that a beautiful prop? Anybody have any experience with these Vox high-end propellers? I need to get my pitch gauge on this. I think this is a 14. We might could run that on a PA 75. Got all kinds of little sandpaper pieces everywhere. What are you guys doing? Are you guys building anything? Let me this over here. No, I ought to swap that to the other. I ought to do that the other way so I can see what I'm doing. I guess I could pop the chat out. I'll pop the chat out here. Let's see here. Pop chat out. Pop out chat. Okay, let's go. Come on. It's so difficult to do this. Come on. Yeah. Now I can't get it back. Well, I popped the chat out and I can't get it back. Pin message, remove, put user in timeout, send you add as moderator. No, I don't want to do none of that. Damn. What the hell? Restore chat. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. Hopefully I didn't put anybody in timeout. Not what I meant to do. Have I built the biplane? I have not built the biplane because they don't fly very good. Let me get the trash can over here and we'll get all this crap off of here real quick. Well, you know, I cut those spars for the wing. I was going to build a wing with spars, but I have since changed my mind, and I'm going to build going to do it just like I did my Tucker with a foam leading edge. Going to be a D-tube, but a foam leading edge instead of ribbed. I really like that. It came out really well. Of course, I give up probably an ounce doing that, but I think it's worth it. But we'll go ahead and lay out a stabilizer tonight. I gotta get all this crap cleaned off here. For you guys that are keeping track of what I'm doing, I'll give you some numbers so you can build along with me. Now this is not going to be, you know, I built the Tucker. I built the Continental XL. I built the Junar XL. This is just going to be aesthetics out of my head. Something that I like. Of course, I like the classic looking airplane, so it'll be a classic looker. Got to get all the boogies off of here. But I'm going to try some different construction techniques. some stuff that's very similar to what I normally do, but something with a little more shape to it than normal. Oh, shoot. I used to have a brush here. I don't know what happened to it. Of course, I had some audio equipment too, and I don't know what happened to it. Like the apartment needed. I thought it might be in my trailer at work, but it's not. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get after it here. I pretty much knocked down all the boogers off of here. I want to do that because we're going to be building on the table. So this will be the first part put together for my airplane for 22. This is the 22 model, and I might call it the 22. Who knows? I ought to get my iPad out or my tablet out so I can watch the chat while I'm looking at the bench here. Let's try that. Haven't had this on for a while. I don't know whether it's still charged or not. Yep. That way I can see you typing at me. Because right the way I got it set up right now, I can't see anything. Hey, good evening, Mark. I got to walk across the room to look. Okay, 56% on the battery, but I got a charger here. Okay, let's go. YouTube. Come on. I'm offline. Check my connection. So we got to go to settings. Connections. Wi-Fi is on. Bluetooth is on, so we're online. Oh. Okay. I don't know if this is the password or not. Nope. Hold on a second, guys. Gotta get the password. Oh, where's the mouse? See, these impromptu things are tough. Where are you now? So we go to Chrome. And we go here. One, two. One, 192. Passwords. I apologize, guys. I wasn't prepared tonight at all. Settings. Passwords. Okay, that's that other one. Okay, let's try that. I think that's it. Nope. Come on. All right, here we go. Okay, internet, Wi-Fi. We're looking for router settings, Ethernet, Wi-Fi. No connected devices, USB. Wi-Fi, let's go there. Need the password. SSID. Okay, got it. It'd be a whole lot easier than I think. Connected, no internet. No, now we got it. All right, we're in there, guys. I'm sorry. It took me a couple of minutes to figure it out. You know, technology is wonderful as long as you don't have to use it. What had happened was I left this thing sit in my briefcase for about a year. And okay, there we are. Let's start building something. Okay. Gonna have to mute it. Oh man. Hi, T-Bone. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, Tom's cool, or Bad Chat is all right. I don't want to install Tubi. Skip ads. All right, I want the chat. Now. All righty, so we got this. I want to see the chat, live chat. There we are. All right, I can now see the chat. Sorry about that. Took me a while. %. I don't know how long it'll run, but anyway, we're going to build this stabilizer here first thing tonight. Get this stuff out of the way. And what I want to do is I'm going to put some wax paper out. The full length of this stab. Okay, guys, get your pen and paper handy and you can figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to give you some numbers, so get your pad and paper and you'll be ready to go. Now this stab that I'm building is about as big as an 049 airplane. But what I do is and I've mentioned this before, is I took a 4-inch sheet of 3/8 wood. Where the hell is my ruler? There it is. 4-inch sheet of 3/8 wood. And you cut that length 4 by 3 by 30, I think. Yep, 4 by 3 by 30. And at the tips, you make a center line, so measure in 15 inches and draw a line with a square. Leave some meat in the center because this is where the strength's going to be. Leave about 5/8 of an inch on the trailing edge and about a 1/2 inch square or 3/8 square on the leading edge. And leave yourself some tips, but at the tips you want to cut it down to 2 1/4. So this is just a square piece of wood, 2 1/4 on the tips, and then make the tips any shape that you like. Pretty simple. Try to find the lightest piece of wood you have. This is where it's kind of important, because a 1/4 ounce back there is, ridiculous. So we're going to try to build this whole total thing at less than 3 ounces. And it sounds, well, I can do that. No, it's going to be harder than you think. Tom Luciano. I'm building a profile. Yeah. I just took a piece of brass tubing and wrapped some 80 grit around it. And I'm going to clean up this, the inside of this. If you have a jigsaw, you can saw these. Now, nobody's ever going to see this, so this is not really necessary. But I do it, one, because I love sanding, and two, because I know it's there. And it's always better to have smooth edges inside than it is any jagged edges for strength. We got 14 watchers. Yeah, Bad Chad. He painted that Jaguar. The guy wanted it gray. I think it's pukey color gray. I need to go up there and lay some flames on it for him. Going to be painting this weekend at John's. Going to try to get some flying in this weekend if we can. I couldn't believe it this morning. I woke up and there was snow on the ground. My car had about 3 inches of snow on it in April. Global warming. I wish they'd turn it back on. Such nonsense. Remember back in the 80s, it used to be about a hole in the ozone. BS. It's always some panic by these nut jobs. My dad warned me about this. Said it went on his whole life. Yep, looks Rust-Oleum gray. Terrible. The ugliest thing I ever seen. I don't think it's a Jaguar. I don't think the Nazis used Jaguar. I think they used Mercedes. But that's what it looks like, is some type of Nazi car. Okay. That's good enough. We're not building a watch here. Just get the lines off of it. So, now I need to look through my, this is my average kit here. This is we got 4 sheets. This is all 5-pound wood. I think we'll use the 16th if I can find it. I'll use the this is 16th. We'll use the lightest stuff we got here. I might sheet that. Let's see, how many 16th sheets do I need to do a leading edge? So you got to kind of, I have to plan my wood allocation out. This is a nice piece at 9 grams. That's 11. That's 9. This is 10. This is 11. Yeah, I think I'll use this as the sheeting and stuff. This is going to go on the foam wing, or the foam buck, so that's a little heavy. That's a little heavy. There's a super light one, 8. What do we got here? 9. So we got 2 heavies. Want to use the 8 on the tail. Got to have the 8. Too bad I don't have another 8. Look here. Oh man, that's 19. That's rockwood. That's all heavy stuff. Okay, so we're going to use an 8 and a 9. It's a little bit wavy, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. 8, 9. Hey guys, like, subscribe, and share the videos. So we took the 2 lightest pieces out of the pile, and we're going to put them on the elevator stabilizer. Hopefully I can run across some 3/8, 3.5 pound wood. Now, is this going to be enough for leading edges? So we got 2. Yes. So we got enough for leading edges. I got enough. I might do the trailing edge too. We can get rid of this. This is no good. Might do the trailing edges, and the only thing that, so it'll be a lost foam wing keeping some of the foam. If that makes sense. These are 13s. I guess we could use them for trailing edges. Yeah, we'll keep them in there. So I'm building this upside down. We want this because it's the chip. On this. Okay, what did I do with that ruler? Couldn't possibly lose it already, could I? Couldn't. There it is. All right. In order to make this straight, we're going to take this ruler here. And we're going to clamp it. I don't know how good this is going to work, but we'll try it. I know I can get the trailing edge straight. That's a good thing I didn't. Do not use white glue on this. White glue is good in some instances, but it causes things to warp. And we don't need warpage on the stab and elevators and things. Makes the airplanes too hard to trim. I think I can turn this one off. Well, we spent a lot of time monkeying around with the, I'll run a little long tonight because we spent a little time monkeying around with internet garbage. Hope they got some glue there. Oh, I got glue. I got plenty glue. I got enough to build another airplane. Let's see here. Well, I didn't figure on that. So we'll do this real quick here. Now, if you remember, when I did my other airplane, I built 3 of these. If I don't like the weight, this is medium set CA. I hope they got some at the swap meet. See, there's no way that I could wick in CA into the center of this, so I had to put some medium in there, else it would not be glued and it would not be stable. Okay, I didn't do the leading edge. I just did the trailing edge because that's the only thing I have clamped. Pretty important you put the wax paper down and you'll glue it to the bench. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to hold it. Can't clamp it. Just hold it. Now, back in the day, when I used to build these, I used to build straight ribs and geodesic trusses. Now I just do geodesic trusses. Remember, the biggest thing about building light airplanes, leaving parts off. So the less wood, the better. Okay, got the base of my stab. This is called a flat plate stab. you can do it all kinds of ways. You know, people say, well, they don't work. These work absolutely fine. They're not. If I had a piece of wood, solid piece, a half-inch wood, in the 5 pound range, it would be lighter to do it with a solid piece of wood than it would be to build it up. And please don't argue with me because I've proven this over and over again. I will guarantee you that my solid flaps are lighter than anything you can build up. And a stabilizer, unless you make it an open bay type stab, it'd be pretty tough to beat this, you know, solid wood. Anyway, here's what we got. And got a little knot in it. Damn. Oh well. At least it's on the bottom and it's in the center. Now what'll really lock that up is when I put the top on. When I put the top on, this thing locks up. So now we need some ribs. So we're going to need 3/8 of an inch. Oh, come on. Cancel. I don't know how to operate this stupid thing. YouTube. There we are. Live. There we are. Again. So I need to get a measurement here on 3/8. Come on. There we are. Might as well cut all this up. We'll use it all, I'm sure. So the aesthetics of this airplane are going to be whatever I decide. I was looking at some old tapes that Wendy did of his Ferrari airplane with the scoops and all that stuff. That looks really cool, but man, that stuff is so heavy. You remember when I started the Continental XL behind me, this is exactly how I started out. Just started building. I always get that. Are there any plans for? No, there's no plans for anything. I just put them together. Okay, we need to make some marks on this. We're going to start at 15. So we'll go 13 and every inch. Every inch. Let's see, well, every inch, yeah, well, that sounds like a lot of wood, but I'll show you it's not. It's every other one. And there. Yeah, and there. Okay. So we came out 13, we got to come out 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 28. Okay. That wasn't so hard. Now, get a square. Every other one you're going to transfer to the top. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ribs in each side. Actually, no, that's more. There's more than that. Anyway, we'll see. Hey, if this channel helps you, please consider joining, becoming a member. Please consider a super chat. See, YouTube is a business, and if I don't make them any money, they're not going to host my videos. I get a little bit out of it, but okay. We ain't making a killing, that's for sure. Try to cut these at a 90. You could sand and fit and not. Oh man, that one was busted. You could sand, fit, and notch all these things, but it's not necessary. You know, some guys, machinists, are really anal retentive. Man, it's got to be perfect. No, it don't. It's close enough. Shit. Not a Swiss watch. Yeah, let me get that one first one tacked in there so we get it started right. But I will suggest that you get it down on the skin. It's kind of important. We got 18 watchers. Hey guys, leave a comment in the chat box. I'm watching the chat. Try not to use too much glue. Jeez. I see guys pouring the glue in there. Glue is heavy. What really gives you the strength on this is the covering when you tissue this. And if you use Japanese tissue, that gives you a lot of rigidity. That stuff is unreal. I need to find another source for that 30-inch tissue. I guess I'll have to go to the Free Flight guys again. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, about 10, maybe 11. Boy, sound like they're restless next door. You know what? I'm going to use a razor blade. This is way too slow. Too slow and too inaccurate. So what I'm going to do tonight, things that I ran a little late, is I'm going to get all these ribs in this, and then I'll call it a night. And when I come back tomorrow night, I'll show you how to block it off and cap it. Building is the easy part. Sanding is the hard part. It takes a real dedication to sand like I do. You go, God. That's why I say, when you think you got it done, sand it again. When you get done with that, sand it again, because it ain't even close. And you'll notice that your finishes go way up. It is an art to shape. I'm not going to kid you. And it's an acquired skill that I've got over 55 years of sanding. More than that even. 57 years of sanding. I sand in my sleep sometimes. Dream about sanding. That's why when I went on that Bad Chad channel and said, all I do is sand, and they go, yeah, right, whatever. You guys don't know what the word sanding is. I'd much rather sand a car than sand this. sand on an airplane. You could do a whole car in no time. First off, a car you can really bear down on. Airplanes kind of finesse it. And even when you get it done, you think you're done sanding, you're still sanding. Now, I don't have these sticks perfectly on the mark, but the marks aren't perfect to begin with. They're just close. I mean, it's only in there for spacing. So don't make a major project out of putting ribs in. Like that one's a 16th off. Well, whatever. It's only bracing one skin to the next. So basically, I've given you the numbers. I've shown you the procedure. You should be able to do this. Not rocket science. Feels heavy already. Oh, man. Ain't much I can do about it, though. This is an 8. Let's see. That's 145. It'll be in there. It'll be a 3-ounce job. So what are you gonna do? I shoot for 2 3/4. But it just doesn't happen very often. Or 2 3/4 is where you really want to be. But they usually end up 3 1/4. Of course, you lose some when you shape all this stuff, and then of course I route out the trailing edge. I route out the trailing edge to accept my hinges. We might have to steam this one too. Well, I'll get it together and Windex it, I guess. All right, that's going to probably do it for this evening. I don't know Bill and Aries XL. Craig, I did mention the numbers. I stated, I wonder why my chat's not working on this thing. Oh well, I can't. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll just sign out of this. And we'll get off of this because we're just about dead anyway. Power off. I need to charge this thing up again. That thing takes great pictures though. Okay, this is 30 inches long, 4 inches wide at the root, 2 inches at the tip. So you just cut that angle in it and then shape the tips any way you like. Leave yourself some meat in the center because this is where the fuselage is going to glue to. So you want to have something besides nothing in the center. Sometimes I'll cut a hole in this. When you're building these big mamas like this, they're just going to be 3 ounces. That's just the way it is. You know, I don't know any other way around it. You know, John and I have tried so many ways to figure out how to make this stuff lighter, but you just can't. And what happened to that? And you know, John came out to the field. He had a foam stab. He had a foam stab. It was. I go, wow, this is going to be great. Nope, nope. You can't do it lighter than solid wood. Just no way. Well, it's time for me to eat dinner. I'll be back tomorrow night. I'm probably going to be back earlier and stay on later tomorrow because Friday I'm going to the swap meet. I don't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. What's happened to this now? So, make sure to like, subscribe, and share the videos. A lot of work goes into this stuff, guys. And thank you for the letter of encouragement there from Down Under. Yep, you're doing something wrong. You're not going with the grain. You got to cut with the grain. Okay, 2 things. When I say cut with the grain, if you look at the grain of the wood, you pull the knife so that it's pulling into the fence of the stripper, not away. If it's pulling away, it'll bow. You saw me strip that wood. Oh, it's over here. You saw me strip that wood. Does that look bowed? It's not bowed, it's straight. So if the grain is running this way, you don't want to pull that way because it will bow the wood out. You want to pull this way, if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to eat the burrito. And Craig, I hope you sent that stuff to my address. Who knows? But this is ready to paint. I think she's going to be a beauty. So Saturday it'll be white. Saturday we're going to mold up some of them plungers. Do something even if it's wrong. All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share the videos. I'll see you tomorrow night. And until I see you then, keep sanding. See ya.